welcome back to a new video, and today I got my friend, Dallin, telling me his thoughts on where I put a team, if they're overrated or underrated, or properly rated, or whatever. Okay, you ready to do this?
Yep.
Okay, so first off, we got the Bengals.
I mean, I kind of like the Bengals. I'd say they're a little bit overrated. A little underrated, sorry.
Underrated. I'd have them between properly rated and underrated.
Alright.
For me, I'm gonna put them at properly rated. You'd put it at underrated.
Yeah, just a little bit underrated.
Yeah, now we got the 49ers.
Very overrated.
You think they're very overrated?
Yep, I do not like the 49ers.
I don't like them either, but I'm only gonna put them in just overrated because I do think they're good, but like they still get too much credit.
Okay.
We got the Packers now.
I'd say underrated. I have a few friends who like the Packers.
Okay,
Right.
so the Packers, you'd put them at underrated?
Yep.
Yeah, I'd agree. They're still too good to, like, be considered as properly rated. You got the Cardinals up next.
I mean, they're pretty good. I'd put them at properly rated.
I think they're a bit overrated.
Okay.
Because of their, like, start to the season, and they just ended horribly. We don't have to talk about the Cardinals-Vikings game, though, where we lost, but we don't have to talk about that game.
Okay.
The Bears.
I mean, to me, they don't seem that good, so I'll put them at overrated.
I'd agree with you on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Their fans think they're good, but if you're not a fan, you know how bad they actually are.
Yeah.
Indianapolis Colts.
Indianapolis Colts. I've only watched like one game, so I don't know. I'm gonna put them at properly rated.
I'd agree, yeah, I'd say they are.
Yeah, because I've only watched one of their games.
Seahawks.
Seahawks. Watched a few of their games. They seem kind of overrated. So should have been overrated.
I'd agree.
Yep.
We got Houston.
Houston Texans. That's also gonna be overrated.
Pretty much the Houston Texans just suck, and everybody knows it.
Yeah, the Texas football teams aren't exactly the best teams in the
NFL. Jacksonville Jaguars.
Jacksonville Jaguars. Properly rated.
I agree. They still suck, though.
Yeah, they do.
The Chargers.
Chargers. I watched them play the Broncos a few times. I put them at properly rated.
Properly rated. Sorry, my brother's screaming in the background.
Yep, I can hear.
We got the Cowboys up next. I would.
It's overrated.
Yeah.
Like severely overrated.
I don't think they're severely overrated, but I put super overrated, not severely overrated.
Oh, same thing.
Yep, sure. Yeah, Cowboys are overrated, but I don't hate them at all. But they still like they just have a bunch of players that are supposed to be good but ain't, and then everybody thinks they're over like good. I don't know. Giants up next.
Giants. I'll do properly rated.
Judge me if you want. I'm putting them in super overrated. I've seen YouTube videos, and the Giants just think they're so good, but they're not.
Let's put them in super overrated.
That's what I did, anyways. Panthers.
Panthers. Overrated.
Yeah. supposed to be good. Well, everybody was expecting them to be good this season. Sam Darnold turned out to be horrible, and now they are horrible.
Yep.
Saints up next.
Saints. I've actually never watched any of their games, so I don't know.
I'm just gonna put them in. I'd actually put the Saints in underrated on, not properly underrated,
Alright.
because they still have a bunch of good players, and their quarterback, Jameis Winston, is good, not bad. Eagles up next. I'd be easily willing to bet that the Eagles are overrated, but what's your choice?
Yeah, they're overrated.
Everybody thinks just because they made the playoffs that they're really good, but no.
Yeah, they're overrated.
Minnesota Vikings, my team.
Uh, I'll just put them at properly rated.
I am a bit biased here. I put them at underrated, but there is some bias in that. Just because I think like everybody expects them to be horrible. I don't know what this is. That has like every team. We got Buffalo up next.
Buffaloes, I'd put them at underrated.
They are really good, and people probably think they're not as good as because they never win Super Bowls. But maybe, I don't know. Patriots.
Patriots, put them at underrated.
I would agree with you.
Yep.
Broncos.
Huh? Wait, what'd you say?
Broncos.
Broncos, severely underrated. My team.
I would say severely overrated because of how much you talk about them.
Yeah, like severely underrated. They're pretty good.
Just because I would say underrated, but I would not put them at severely underrated. I'll keep them at underrated, though.
Yep.
They're better than the record says. Then there's just this thing with every single NFL team. I don't care about that. And we got the Rams up next.
Rams, I mean, they're pretty good. I'd put them at underrated as well.
Yeah, pretty good. They only won the Super Bowl and have a super team.
Yep.
We got the Lions.
Lions, overrated.
I would put them at underrated, but because they win a couple of games. Everybody thinks they're so good.
Yeah.
The Jets. These guys just suck.
Yep. Overrated.
Oh, what
Yeah,
a
they're
crap!
over me.
Overrated. You think the Jets are? Got the Browns.
I've never watched any of their games either, so I don't know. I'll put them in properly rated.
I am going to put them severely overrated
Alright.
because of how much like every NFL fan that's a Browns fan expects them to be good, and this year they were just horrible.
True.
Well, not horrible, but they weren't good. We got the Ravens.
Ravens, properly rated.
I would agree. Falcons. I would, yeah.
Overrated.
Yep, that's where I put them already. The Chiefs. I'd be.
Chiefs, put them at properly rated.
I'd put them at overrated, but because they showed us after they were bad at the start of the season, after that they were good again. So yeah, I keep them at properly rated. Buccaneers.
Buccaneers, overrated.
Not gonna be very good next year without Tom Brady.
Yep.
Are the Rams seriously on this list twice? Why are the Rams here twice? Both Rams can go in underrated, I guess. Dolphins.
Dolphins, overrated again.
Yes. Just because they won a couple of games doesn't mean they're really good.
Exactly.
Raiders.
Raiders, it depends on who you talk to. I'll put them at underrated, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, they have a bunch of criminals that always come to their team, but besides that, they're a good team. We got Titans.
Tennessee Titans overrated.
Yes. The Washington Commanders now, but it has the name that everybody calls. It has a logo that everyone calls racist. So Washington.
Don't actually know. I'll just put them at overrated.
I agree. Finally, we got Steelers.
Steelers, overrated.
Yes. And that is gonna be the tier list. I will see you guys in the next video.